weather on NBC 10 Boston. Boston's most accurate forecast.
All right, if we can just grit and bear it for this late fall feel tonight, there's a promised land coming for the weekend.
I know, but I heard frost tonight, Pete.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, that's a foregone conclusion when we look at the temperatures, as you'll see in a minute. Storm offshore on Friday. Why does that matter to you? Why do you even care? It's offshore, right over the fish. Well, there's some wind on Cape Cod from that storm, maybe a few clouds too. It gets the seas chopped up a little bit and maybe a little bit of coastal flooding. Time of high tide as we go into the weekend, especially along the coastline, even in Boston, a possibility, just a little bit of coastal flooding. Not that that's any good. Dazzling sun for days and the extended warmth into next week. The temperature's cooling in Southie right now, 46. That's not bad. 41 in Milton. Then we go to Bellingham, it's 40, 38 in Sudbury. There we are. Framingham's already 38 in Holliston, the same. Look at this stripe of chilly air. Okay, cold. From all the way in the Vineyard, all the way up through Nashua. It's a stripe that goes right through Taunton, too. I think I burned my hand on that. A little burn. Anyway, low temperatures tonight. We'll get back into the upper 20s to lower 30s. And you can see 39 in Boston, 34 in Worcester. The temperatures do stay chilly as we go into the weekend, but we're not seeing any real widespread frost. Tonight is the night. That's it. And then going into the weekend, mellowing temperatures. The warmth is across the plains. It's coming eastbound, eventually gets to us, but it takes a little while. And we're battling the sea breeze along the coastline, so we don't actually jump right into the 60s and 70s right at the water's edge. Away from the coast, though, we're near 60 degrees, and we have a chance to be in the low and mid 60s on Friday, and then Saturday, these are Boston numbers, mind you, reflecting the sea breeze, but on Saturday, we could be close to 70 away from the coastline. It's that nice, and it turns around that quickly this weekend. The head of the Charles starts Friday, goes to the weekend. I haven't seen a better forecast in years. Okay, we've had some really good ones, but 61 with the northeast wind, and some of those gusts along the coastline will be up to 20 miles an hour. Part of that is because of this storm system. You see it brewing here. The rain shield stays far offshore. There was some worry that maybe Nantucket could be clipped by a renegade shower, but the coastal wind will be with us late Thursday into Friday morning, and then that eases through the day on Friday along the coast. And it's not really much of a factor as it pulls away Friday night and Saturday. So keep that out of your mind into the weekend. Look at these numbers climb through the 70s into early next week. It seems to peak on Monday or Tuesday with middle 70s. Certainly when we talk about 75 or 76, you could be near 77 or 78 because we're in that neighborhood of mid and upper 70s. The warmth is all on the eastern seaboard and in the east in general. This is next Tuesday to next Saturday, so this has legs here. The Pacific Northwest looks like it'll cool down a little bit, but for us, everything looks grand. The tropics, we haven't put things to bed just yet. The season is ongoing, so we're still vigilant here. 30% chance of development with this storm system and 40% in the next 7 days. That's down from 50% yesterday. But keep in mind, Milton at one point was as low as 40% chance of development, and we saw what happened with that. You can see the extended forecast. I count several days, okay, 5 of 70 plus all the way into next week. It looks like the end game will be Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. And this comes without any rain, unfortunately. So the drought will deepen across the Commonwealth and southern New Hampshire. We're back after the break.